Welcome back, Rebbl, to REL. Now, no longer Division 5 Charlie. We are Training Grounds Charlie and Training Grounds Echo. So after the split, 6 teams have been put into the Training Grounds for the rest of the season, just to try it out, play each other, and get a couple of games under their SPP belt. In Charlie, we see one returning friend here, Spa, the spooky action attack vision, Bistic, whatever his name was. And we're going to go ahead and look at week 1, the week that was. Buffalo Legends had 3-0 over finishing moves. Zombie Pinball beat Spa 2-0. And Winds of Chaos and Chorfino Corporation 1-1. Now, that means absolutely nothing to us, so let's take a look at the teams. We're going to go from the bottom up. The Buffalo Legends is a human team, coached by Thimblehead. Where else would you rather be than in a human team? So, let's see how his history was first. Not from the start. Well, I guess maybe from the start. He's only had two games. He was REL Season 13, Week 7, Division 3. Is that right? And Week 6, Division 5? I think maybe he might have been in the, what is that little mini league thing where they have people play and sometimes jump in? I can't remember it, but I'm sure someone will tell me. But, alright, so the human team has 2 wins and 1 losses. That one win being over finishing moves today. This week, 3-0. That's pretty impressive. Got an ogre with break tackle, keep him mobile. A catcher who's not dead or hurt, which out of 3 games really ain't that bad. Already got a blodge blitzer. That's pretty good. That's doubles. A blitzer with tackle. And a thrower with block. No, I'm sorry, a catcher with block. So, it's just one thrower who's made 1 throw. So, a team with pretty decent start and levels and an SPP gain. 2 re-rolls seem a little light. Something tells me that the thrower will be getting leader as soon as possible. The club is the Ralph, level 1, so no upgrades yet. So far, he has inflicted no kills and sustained no deaths. So, pretty good all the way around for a human team getting started. Definitely. And the team he beat were Ogres, the finishing moves. King of the Cosmos, that's a name I recognize. Let's rumble. So, King's team has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all 6 ogres. 2 rerolls, no apothecary. 2 ogres have pylon, which I love the ogre pylon animation. So, not going to win games, but it is a heck of a lot of fun. And guard. Then we have Nobbler, and move busted Nobbler. So, the only thing worse than Nobblers are slow Nobblers? I don't know. Breathing Nobblers? Something tells me that this team will be using loners a lot. Well, let's take a look at his statistics. So, 5 losses, 2 draws, 1 win. He was in a Division 5D, it looks like. That doesn't really show up too well. Let's look in history and see what it tells us. 5I is in India. Excellent. So, oh, dude, you had a 5-0 game. That's not fun. Who did you play? Rats? Elves. Okay. So, the People's Elbow, Sharpshooter. Ah, I'm getting the joke. Oh, the flat iron and the pretzel dip. I hope one of your nobblers gets named after the Brooklyn Brawlers finisher move, if he even has one. Winds of Chaos by Coach Braun of the Blackwater. A chaos team with no motto. May I suggest of the Blackwater. So this chaos team has a bit of development here. We got a blodging warrior, a mighty blow warrior, and a blocking warrior. Both. And then kind of a fresh warrior. See how many games he has. 12 matches, so just not getting anything done with him. Beastman, 2 of them would block, 1 would dodge, 1 would move up, and then 1 with agility. So some pretty good stats. You could do strong arm on that guy and make a interesting passer. Doubt you will, but could be done. Let's check your history. So your statistics, 6-3-3. So you were in Division 5A and looked like you did pretty well. Must have been a tight division. Got a couple extra coins in the bank too. This club is level 2. Could purchase an enhancement. Would be probably one of the few teams here that does. I miss Zombie Pinball. We'll come back to it in a moment. I meant to check the ogres and see if they're club. Nope, the mat is level 1. Alright, so Chaos Team. 2 kills inflicted, no deaths sustained. Let's take a look at Zombie Pinball here. Coached by Karan. Bonus ball. Does your team make that clicking against the wood sound for getting the credit? We have a werewolf who has a strength up and a speed bust. And mighty blow. Definitely not going to fire that guy. He is going to ride till he dies. Then, what's that mighty blow? Pylon werewolf? Yeah. So this is definitely a necro team that hates everybody and is probably going to get fouled a lot. White with guard, a white with mighty blow and armor bust. I feel like he should probably be cycled. You have enough money to buy a new one, might as well. Zombie with block, excellent. Blodge, sidestepping, sure hands, ghoul with no injuries, excellent, excellent. Flesh golem with a level, block. Flesh golem without a level. And then 3 zombies, one of which is agility busted because that matters. 1 is block and a point away from leveling up. The club is level 1, the arcade, but no advancement there. Let's see where you came from. You came from 5G, 5 Golf. 3, 1, and 3. So pretty middle of the pack, I would assume. 3 kills inflicted. 1 death sustained. Not bad. Zombie Pinball won their game against their Necro counterparts. Chorfs, Chaos Dwarfs by the Mad Bomber 6. Let the invisible claw of the market decide. Oh, we have capitalism jokes. An agility up, dodging bull centaur. Or not dodging. That's not dodge. Yeah, it is. That is dodge. For a minute there, I thought it might have been break tackle. And then a blocking bull centaur. We have a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chorfs with mighty blow and 4 with guard. A hobgoblin with guard and a hobgoblin with strength up. Because why the hell not? And that's rather wacky. Chorfino HQ has not been invested in. 5, 4, and 3. And you came from 5 Bravo. So 2, 3, and 2. So you were kind of middle of your pack, I assume, as well. That's a kind of a nasty team you got there. I'm sure you're going to make lots of friends in the training ground. And then for long-time viewers and new viewers, let's take a look at Spa. Spa has an agility up werewolf, going more probably for ball handling than murder. And a block werewolf. Got a level up on one of his flesh goblins, pick block. The other one is still running around with just that random Kaz. White with mighty blow and tackle. And then a freshish white. A ghoul with 5 SPP. And 1 whole match under his belt. So, there you go. 2 dirty player zombies and a block zombie rounds out the team. Can't remember if you had a club or not, so let's take a look. Level 2 and a referee rest area, so free bribes when you play in uncertain areas. I know he came from 5 Charlie, and as soon as this loads, there it goes. 363. Division 5C. I don't know why it's showing these like this. Greenhorn, greenhorn, greenhorn. That's weird. Don't know what's happened. But if Medicinal Carrot wants to explain, I'm all ears. That is definitely weird. Well, there you go, Training Grounds C. This week coming up, couple of short. I love these. I love this 6 team. I like this. Just 3 games. All right, Buffalo Legends against Winds of Chaos. So the Chaos team against the Humans. Ooh, Humans gonna get the inducements. Is the speed of the catchers going to be enough to outrun the brutality of Chaos? And honestly, I don't think you're gonna have an easy day. And they've got a little bit of stats to kind of round them out. Oop, wrong team. The Chaos team is running, so 1490 once they burn their little bank. It's 250, so it's a lot of inducements, but barring some excellent coaching, I think Chaos has the edge just on paper. So we're going to go with Chaos. Trofino versus Zombie Pinball. Now, Zombie Pinball will not be pushed around with their murder wolves. And Claw will not give a damn about your dwarven armor. Strength 4 will help ignore a little bit of guard, and he's got 1 guard of his own. I don't know who's going to win this one, but it's not going to be a healthy match for either team. Let's see how last week went. Zombie Pinball 1-2, and Chorf's tied. So I'm going to go with Zombie Pinball to win it, but I don't think it's going to be a priceless game. I believe you're going to be paying some prices. And then Spa against Finishing Moves. Unfortunately, if Spa wants, they can win this. They have movement. They have the ability to avoid ogres. They have the ability to push through many, many, many broken nobblers. There's no reason why they shouldn't carry this and make it a 3-1 game. I do think King of Cosmos will have some fun smacking zombies and other things around, piling on and trying to bring the death. Of course, who knows? Maybe 1-turn touchdowns are real in this league. And some vanity passes from ogre to ogre for level ups would be hilarious. And that is our look at Training Ground Charlie. Let's take a look at Training Ground Echo. A lot of training grounds. Here we go. Training Ground Echo. So week 1, the Red Lantern Corps went up against Polidori's Blessings. And the New Orc Giants went up against the Crustaceous Killers. And Taint Burglars against Spits and Swallows. Now, I recognize spits and swallows, so we got a 1-1, a 1-1, and Polidori's Blessings 2-0 over the Red Lantern Corps. Let's take a look at the teams and see who we're talking about. Starting down at the bottom, Vampires. All right. No team motto, but lots of vampires. 4 of them, in fact. And they are all leveled. Thralls have some SPP, but realistically, they're just running around being bags of Capri Sun. We have a block, a dodge and a movement, and a block and a strength up vampire. So 1 vampire just a touchdown away from leveling up, a thrall, a vanity pass from leveling up, and 4 rerolls. So a lot of good development on the team, very little damage. Level 1 with no stadium. Statistics shows 3, 2, and 3. Been pretty middle of the road, which for vampires is pretty excellent, actually. And you came from Division 5, Juliet, where you were 2 wins, 2 draws, and 3 losses. 2 kills inflicted, 4 deaths sustained. Going to hope that those were all thralls and no vampires. So welcome to the training grounds. Orcs. Couldn't figure that one out by the name, but hey. Coach suffers from bonehead. Coach Scotch RDX. And for the record, Volpes Inculta? I'm just going to be calling you Coach Volp. So back to Coach Scotch here, who suffers from bonehead. It's a shame, but I'm sure he'll be all right. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 blitzers, one of which is probably only missing next game. Yes. And he is strength up. We have another one who is mighty blow and one who is tackle. So a blitzer for every occasion. And then one who's vanity pass away from leveling. Black Orc with block and guard. Black Orc with block. Black Orc with block. Black Orc with armor bust. So something tells me his days on this team are limited to this getting to 80k. Troll with a guard. So hey, what else could you ask for? And a goblin on the orc team for the occasional giggles and 1-turn touchdowns, I guess. Has sure feet, because if he's going to be running places, we at least want him to be able to get there. 1 thrower, 1 lineman. So, feel like there might have been some losses on this team. Maybe a lineman that was right in here. You got the apothecary. Let's check out the club. The Murderlands is level 1. The statistics look like they're 2 wins, 3 draws, and 3 losses. So pretty middle of the road there. He's had 1 draw. This came from 5 Delta. So 2 deaths sustained. The Red Lantern Corps by Coach Cryptoball. An undead team will burn you all. That is your fate. That is a DC Comics reference for the few people who may not have got that. Got 4 rerolls. An agility up ghoul. Going to cause a lot of trouble for as long as he lives. Then a ghoul, and a ghoul. 2 whites who have gotten MVPs, I assume, for the 5. And 1 vanity pass away. Got that agility 5 ghoul. Sure could be useful to throw it to a catch 2 player. 2 zombies with block. 1 zombie with block and a strength down. So I gotta be honest with you, don't know why he's still on the team. And then an agility down, line fodder zombie. So no skeletons on the team. I always like to keep at least 1 myself for the Fowler, because he gets a little extra movement. 2 mummies, both with guard. 1 a touchdown away. It can happen. And level 1, I'm not even saying that. I'm probably the planet that the Red Lanterns are from. 2 wins, 2 draws, 4 losses. So a little bit of beating in his division. Which division did he come from? Looks like it's 5 India. So Callisti and his nasty Nurgles are back on my channel. The Beast with 2 backs is now stand firm along with guard. Old Truffle Butter still standing strong and leading the team. 2 kills, 1 cup. Claw, Mighty Blow. Shard the Magnificent has his armor bust, but he is block and 1 point away from leveling. Something tells me if it's not amazing, he'll probably get cycled. And then you have a missing next game, Pestigore. Carrot, Munging Wolfbacker, Golden Grommet, and whoever that guy, that used to be a rat. So these 4 down here are recruits from other teams and haven't died yet. His club has not leveled up, and he has 6 wins, 2 draws, 4 losses. So his greenhorn was real good, and then his division was not so much, as could be seen here. 5 Charlie, 2 wins, 1 draw, 4 losses. So a very dangerous team, to be sure, with the levels that he's gotten. It is one that will not be pushed around a bit. Got 2 guard, 1 stand firm, and all the troubles that Nurk will bring to begin with. Let's take a look at Coach Michael's Taint Burglars. Watch your back. Another Necro team. This is the 3rd one we'll be covering during our reviews. Blodge Werewolves. I think some people gave him some flack in the Discord for having normals and saying they need to be cycled, but I don't see why. Lodging players with Claw and Frenzy seem like a pretty good setup. Mighty Blow Tackle, Mighty Blow Guard, good support pieces. A Flesh Golem with a level, block. A Ghoul with a touchdown. A Ghoul with Blodge and Sure Hands. Got what appears to be a Fresh Flesh Golem down here. Fresh Flesh Golem, I'm wrong, he's got 9 matches. And a couple of Zombos, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a 13-man bench, 3 rerolls, looking pretty good and healthy. Nom 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 is still level 1, and he is 4, 4, and 4. Hey, can you say mediocrity at its best? I love it. And he came from Division 5 Echo, where he was 2, 2, and 3, almost more mediocrity. So there you go. Pretty high T values. The Orcs actually being the underdogs in this one, and that's not a sentence you get told very often. Though they are missing 2 players at the moment. So 13, 21, so 1400 TV normally puts them right back in the running. And I missed the Lizardmen team. I'm so sorry. Anime Bomb. Life found a way to end yours. The Crustaceous Killers. Yeah, I kind of assumed that they were going to be lizards. And, oh, we have some strangeness here. A Diving Tackle Croxagore with the prehensile tail. So that's -3 from a dodge if you want to dodge from him. And he has block. So that's 2 doubles. Wow. So maybe not a lot of people would have went with Diving Tackle on the second double, but man, you have got a theme and you committed to it, and that makes a unique character, and we will probably be looking at Spino Spencer more often. The other players on the team are still looking pretty good too. Mighty Blow Block, a guard, a block, a tackle Croxagore. And a guard Croxsaurus. There's Saurus, not Croxagores. We have a guard Saurus here. I'm sorry, block Saurus here with an armor bust. I'm sitting here thinking about the next thing after this armor bust. And the question is, are you going to keep running him, or are you going to cycle him out, or just use him for a while until you get the money? You've got the money to replace him now. I honestly would highly advise that you pick up a break tackle Saurus as soon as possible, because mobility seems like your one problem in the strength department, and this guy's just a vanity pass, which is ridiculously hard AG1, a random Kaz, or a lucky touchdown away from leveling up. So, pretty good development actually in Saurus's. Agility up skink, movement up skink with sprint. So, that is 12 movement. He only needs one push to get the ball into a one-turn touchdown zone. So, after sprint will most likely be sure feet and then catch. And people are going to hate this guy a lot. One more movement up, and he's one-turn touchdown all by himself. The no-level skink's just missing next game. So, a relatively healthy skink and two sidestep skinks, one of which has agility 4. That's a skink that could actually throw the ball to a waiting one-turn skink. That is a skink who can pretty good chance of picking up ball and sneaking back out. So a lot of trouble there for anybody facing this team. Oh wait, Lizardman, not done. Gotta look at your club. Welcome to the park. The park is leveled up, but no enhancements yet. Statistics: 3 wins, 4 losses, 5 draws. Inflicted 5 kills, but no deaths. So, oh, the scales of murder are coming to you, my friend. Coming to you. And what division did you come from? That would be 5 Echo, where you were 2, 2, and 3. So there you go. Introduction to the teams. Let's see how your next week is shaping up. That's going to be those vampires against Nurgle. The Lizardmen against the Necro. And Orcs against the Undead. Let's go check the Orcs real quick again. So 1190. Oh, that Goblin's going to be seeing some games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're going to get a loner orc for 50. That'll be 1240 against the Red Lanterns, 1440 or 1410. So that's 170. That's not bad inducements. You could get a star player, could get a mercenary. Vampire team is the one leading the division. How do you like that, Jack? So Red Lantern Corps. Let's go back to them for a second. Undead. A lot of block. But this guy's strength 2. Man. I don't know if you're going to hear this crypto ball before your game, but you really need to fire that dude and lower your TV value by 60 points, putting you at 1350 and not giving up so much inducements. He's strength 2. I mean, other than skinks, there's really no one in your division he's going to have a shot against. Him having block's great, but it's really not going to matter when people are 2-dying him for free. Let's go with Orcs on this one, because Orcs are a good, solid team, and the Undead team can be very dangerous, but has a lot of vulnerability here with AV7. That's a lot of ghouls, in my opinion. I never run more than 2 normally. And the development that is on it just doesn't seem like it's going to be enough to push the Orcs around. The Orcs are going to outstrength them. And they've got just as much, if not more, block. So I'm going to give that to the Orcs 2-1. The Crustaceous Killers against the Taint Burglars. Taint Burglars coming in with a higher TV than the Dinos. The Dinos are missing 1 guy and technically can burn 20. So they're going to get a loner. No, they're going to get 2 loners. They're going to get 2 loner skinks. So that's 120 on top of that. So that is 1470 minus another 20, so 1450. 1450 against 1440 means you're going to have a bad day. No tackle, though. No tackle. So as long as the Beast of Nurgle stays away from your ball carriers, and I do say carriers because you have the AG4 and the movement 7, 9, whatever he is. Yes, 9 guy. Either one of them. Even this guy's not bad. So I foresee that actually going to be a tie. Probably a 1-1 tie. Nurgle can be quite a pain in the neck. And the Lizards are not great at moving the ball to begin with. Ball handling and Disturbing Presence is going to make that even worse. Taint Burglar. Am I looking at the wrong team? I'm looking at the wrong team. I am so sorry. I was looking at Spits and Swallows Nurgle team, and it is Michael's Necromantic team. Wow. Okay, so let's just rub all that. We won't delete it because, you know, I'll only learn by making a fool of myself. Alright, so Mighty Blow tackle player is definitely going to be the Skink Hunter. And Werewolves getting, you know, 2 shots at every skink ain't bad either. Plus they ignore all that armor for the Saurus. The guard guy's definitely going to get in there and help them out. Flesh Golem can go toe-to-toe, and you got 2 of them. A little bit tougher fight here. 1480 against the 1450. Not a lot of inducements for the Lizards. They could try to scum some help. In fact, they might want to keep the 1700 and not burn it and just use that to scum some stuff. They're going to add 120, so it'll be 1470. Whether you burn it or you use it in the game, unless I'm missing something, that's 30k available plus your own bank. And Michaels won't get anything he buys will just increase your inducements. Necro can keep up to a degree with the Skinks. The Skinks get away from their werewolves, though, they'll run all over the town. I'm going to give the edge to Necromantic. I think it's going to be a 2-1 game. I think Necro has enough wild card effects to make that more dangerous than it looks. Vampires against Nurgle. While the Nurgle might have had a shot against the Lizardmen, the Nurgle are going to be giving a lot of inducements to a very lean 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes. So 1300, you're giving almost 1500 points. Are you missing someone? You are, but it doesn't matter. Yep. I think the vampires, as long as Bloodlust don't wreck their own day, which is pretty normal par for vampires, are going to outplay the Nurgle. Because I don't think your block everywhere is going to make that much of a difference. 2 kills, 1 cup is going to cause some trouble, no doubt. But he does not become 3-2-3 without knowing how to deal with adversities. And those vampires are pretty sharp looking. So vampires over Nurgle are going to be 2-0. I think they're going to be able to stop the Nurgle from scoring. So after my bumbling and fumbling, let's go back down the line. Vampires 2-0 over Nurgle. The Taint Burglar Necro over Crustaceous Killers. That's going to be 2-1. And I think this is going to be a tie. I think it's going to be a 1-1 tie. orcs and undead. So there you go. Training Grounds Echo. Hope you guys have a good season, and we'll see you in the next recap.